Hello internet. In these times where apparently some people find it difficult to tell the difference between protesting against racism and racism, I thought it would be relevant and mildly interesting to make a video about the shared genetic history of all humans by finding out the origin of my ancestors. Because you know, once we were all just lizards or something all together on Pangaea, and now it seems we're all floating slowly apart, metaphorically and physically, until the inevitable nuclear apocalypse blows our planet into tiny chunks floating infinitely into the abyss of space. So Phil, who's done one of these videos himself, ordered me one of these DNA test kits off the internet, which you can understand I was a bit scared to do for quite a while, because spitting into a tube and mailing it to some laboratory somewhere, you can see how that's weird, right? But hey, I thought now is the time. This one is actually run by Mark Zuckerberg's wife, so now, as well as my personal information and secrets, Zuck has my genetic code ready to clone me and replace me with a compliant artificial intelligence.
I am coming for you, Danny.
So I use the name John Johnson as if there's any point in trying to protect my identity on the internet. Okay, are you ready? Am I ready? I have no idea what to expect, to be honest. Let's go! I'm gonna be related to a giraffe or something, aren't I? Dan's ancestry. Looking pretty white. Okay, wow. That is one blue circle right there, isn't it, JJ? Okay, let's get into the numbers. Wow, 98.2% European. There we go. Okay, this was a fun video. Learned a lot. Time to go. Bye, everyone. Mostly British and Irish with a bit of French and German. Wow. Well, my ancestors really got out there and saw the world, didn't they? They literally stuck to 4 countries. 2% Scandinavian, 4% Southern European. Okay, someone saw the sun at least. 0% Asian or American. Didn't want to go on any long walks or get on a boat. I guess I can understand that. 0% Middle Eastern. 1.8% West African. That is incredibly specific. A long history of people that don't travel at all, and then all of a sudden a Scandi and a West African get it together. So according to the timeline, at some point between 1780 and 1870, there was a 100% West African and Scandinavian couple. What is the story there? Let me look it up. According to Wikipedia, in the 1800s, Scandinavians emigrated to Africa for better farming because they were all dying. I mean, you can't blame them. It is pretty cold up there, I guess. This is actually really weird because one half of my family are all just farmers living in the countryside. I'm not close to them, but once I went to a family reunion and I had like 400 distant cousins. It was the weirdest thing ever. But on the other side of my family, my grandma was adopted, and literally nobody knows anything about my grandma's family. So if anyone had the half Norway, half Ghana grandparents, it has to be that mysterious grandma. I feel like there's some epic, adventurous story behind that for another time. And wow, look, you can literally see the journey that they did. So in the beginning, like all of us, started in Africa and then hopped across the Red Sea, apparently spent some time in Asia, presumably wrestling mammoths and getting frozen or something, and then buggered off to Europe to get bitten by a rat or something, and consistently had sex for thousands of years. Well done, ancestors. Truly incredible story. Lord of the Rings, 10 out of 10. We'd read again. Alright, now the fun stuff. Apparently, by scanning your DNA, they can work out all kinds of weird things about your personality and your health and biology. This is very intimate, specific information that is the kind of stuff I probably shouldn't share with the internet, but I'm just a piece of meat. Let's get into it. Neanderthal ancestry. How much of my DNA is similar to that of Neanderthal bones that they Jesus. I am more of a Neanderthal than 82% of the people. Wow. I mean, I spend most of my time now hiding in a dank cave, so I see where I've got that from. Deep sleep. Apparently, I am not likely to be an especially deep sleeper. That makes sense, as I always say. Why bother sleeping when you can stay awake thinking about stuff that makes you anxious? Right? Woo! Muscle composition. Okay, here we go. Ha ha! Ho ho! You have the genetic makeup of an elite power athlete. What the fuck is that? Sprinting, throwing, and jumping. Aha, really? Okay, I don't know if I've ever done a sprint, throw, or a jump in my life before, but I guess I'll have to take your word on that. I'm suddenly questioning this slightly, or maybe that's just a testament to the wasted potential of my life spent sat in front of a computer looking at memes and talking about myself. Cheek dimples. This is important. You are not likely to have cheek dimple. Look at this shit. I have double cheek dimples. I am deformed on both sides of my face, clearly. This entire thing is just garbage pseudoscience, out the window. What else can this farce tell me? Okay, blonde hair. I am unlikely to have blonde hair. You know what, I'm just gonna put this out there. I don't really trust people with natural blonde hair. I find it a bit creepy being naturally blonde. They're like unicorns. Up to something, I always say. A decreased sensitivity to pain, alright. Maybe that's why I like the dentist. I'm one of those weirdos when you go get your gum scraped. I'm not like, whoa, I'm like, keep it going. Seriously, when most other people are like, oh, don't put the drill in my mouth, oh, hey, go to the dentist, I'm like, scrape me down. I can make a whole video about that. Don't shame me. Response to exercise. I can tell you that without looking at the results, mate. Uh-oh, the health section. Right, so as well as all of the interesting stuff about your ancestry and what it can tell you about your body, something that analyzing your DNA can do is tell you what possibly genetic diseases you might be predisposed to. And this is some pretty heavy stuff, so there's a huge disclaimer right here that's literally saying once you open these results, it might drastically affect your life, because if they say you're more likely to get something when you're older, then that might just be that. Should I do one? YOLO, here we go. This copy of your gene is not associated with higher risk for developing Alzheimer's disease. That was a risky click. What the fuck is... Okay, moving on quickly. Oh my god. Forget all that. This is serious. Are you ready for this? The red hair gene. This will truly affect my future in ways I may not understand. I mean, you know, I did this video because I want to be open. I want to share these things with you. I hope that, you know, sharing my ancestry and, you know, who I am and what I'm made of will make us all come together. But I hope you appreciate this is pretty heavy. Let's do it. You have one variant in the gene associated with red hair. People with this result are known as carriers, but they may have children with red hair? Oh my god, so you're telling me that there's a chance that I can have children born with red hair? There was no disclaimer for this one! I can never take this back. I'm just kidding, you beautiful sunset heads. Rub those freckles all over me. Okay, it's time for the big one. The question that my friends, people on the internet have been wondering all this time. Skin pigmentation. How white is Dan Howell? Are you ready for this? John, you are likely to have lighter skin. Okay, well, yeah, I think we all guessed that bit. Thanks for that. What's the number? Oh! Wow! 96% lighter skin. Look at this breakdown. It's not even like at most I am 25% light beige. Let's be honest, light beige isn't gonna get randomly selected for extra screening at airport security, is it? Consider this privilege checked. So there we go. I hope we all learned something from this, whether it's that there's the possibility that I will have a ginger child in the future that nobody will believe is mine, or that humanity has so much in common and we shouldn't be divided by fascism, or that in the near future Zuck will be able to target ads to us based on our genetic code. I mean, honestly, the Matrix is gonna happen, isn't it? Look at this technology. I really think we've got like 20 years tops before society just implodes. I hope you found this interesting and it compelled you to go spit in a tube and send it to some scientists, or more likely to definitely never do it. And yeah, I'm gonna go work on becoming that elite power athlete that I was born to be by seeing how many sit-ups I can do, rocking backwards and forwards in the corner, crying whenever I read the news. Give me a cheeky thumb tickle if you enjoyed this. If you haven't yet, you can click here to subscribe to my channel, see more of my videos. Make sure to ring that notifications bell because I upload so infrequently that the algorithm, I just must not even exist in its eyes. My last video, which hasn't been deleted yet, is over there. You can check out my side channel for those hour-long Q&A live streams that are super casual and intimate, and I'll see you next time. Bye.